All right, guys, how's it going? And welcome to the laptop. So I'm going to show you guys right here and right now how I have been running an internet business generating over 6 figures a month, all from the comfort of my own couch and my own home, all off of my laptop. And it started with my smartphone, just so you're fully aware. I did start this whole program and I did start my whole business off of my smartphone. I didn't have a laptop up until last year, so you can do this on your phone. So don't let anybody tell you just because you don't have a laptop you can't do this, because you can. So first things first, I'm going to cover how to market on Facebook and Instagram today. That is the main go-to marketing set for most entrepreneurs nowadays. And the reason for that is because there's more people inside of Facebook than there is in the whole United States. Okay, just put that in perspective. If you counted Facebook as a country, it would be the biggest country in the world, right? That's how many people are on Facebook. And Facebook owns Instagram, so they combined their targeting and their marketing together. So it's very, very simple to market on these platforms, and you can reach more people than your business will ever need on these two platforms. So I have mastered these two platforms, and I'm going to show you all of my tricks, and I'm going to kind of briefly go over how to market on these platforms. So to start things off, first things first is you're going to need a business page, right? So if you go to Facebook, or it's businessfacebook.com, okay? Businessfacebook.com. It's going to take you to a Facebook Business Manager account, right? It's going to want you to set up a manager account. It's going to want to set you up with a business page, right? Facebook's going to walk you through the process of setting that up. It is very simple. Just go to businessfacebook.com and you walk through the steps. Say create account, and then literally step 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., 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 etc. Once you get to that step, you're going to have an account. If you already have one, that's great. That's amazing. But if you don't have one, this is going to be what it looks like. This is one of my business accounts. I also have one for Napier Solutions. This one's just my private one. So you're pretty much going to have a business account set up like this. You're going to have all your ads be viewable and all of that stuff. And once this is created, you want to go back to facebookbusiness.com, and your page should look something like, not like this. Let me close this. Sorry about that. Your page should look something like this. It should have your name up here in the top. It should have your business up here, and you should have this type of screen on your page on businessfacebook.com. Now, what this is your business platform. This is where you're going to be designing ads. This is where you're going to be marketing. This is going to be the one-stop shop for your entire business, meaning on advertisement wise. So let me go ahead and jump in here. I'm going to show you guys how to market Napier Solutions, just because that is one of the main things I want to teach you guys how to market, because of course you can make money right off of my program right away. So we're going to go to create ad. All right, load it up. There we go. We're going to create a new campaign. Actually, I already had one previously made that was a test. It just didn't save, so we'll actually use an exist. Actually, we'll make a brand new one just because. Call this one Napier Solutions Demo. Our action. Campaign objective. Now this is really, really dependent on what you're selling and what you're marketing. So if you're selling like a website, or if you're trying to get video views, or you're trying to get your brand aware, you're trying to get conversations, you're trying to get leads, you're trying to get page likes, trying to get comments, it really all depends on what you're trying to do. But they specify them all right here on the very, very specific things you're trying to accomplish, the very, very specific things that you're trying to do with your ads. So for Napier Solutions, you can do a couple of things. I personally use traffic, and I use video views, and I also use messaging. And I also have a ManyChat set up to where it's automatically messaging all the people back, sending them into the groups and all of that stuff. But for today's demo, I'm going to use video views. And the reason I'm using that is because videos are a really, really good way to market. Videos get a lot more response compared to posts or compared to sharing something, or compared to sending an email link. Videos are where it's at. Videos people can go to, they can watch, they can really like the program, and they can really get involved. So we're going to go with video views here. Now, split test. What is a split test? A split test is very simple. You're going to build this ad, and what Facebook is going to do is it's going to give you two variations of the ad. You're going to have a right side and a left side, right? And all of the traffic that you're sending to this ad will be able to see the right side and will be able to see the left side. And then Facebook's going to track which side they're using, which side more people like, which side converts better, right? And then Facebook's going to tell you, hey, this is doing better than this, you should change this. This is doing better than this, you should change this. So that's what a split test is. Now, if you are new and you have not ran that many ads on social media, I would extremely advise clicking on budget optimization. The reason for that is it stops you from overspending every day. So I'm going to go ahead and set mine at $5. Boom, $5 is going to be my daily budget for this ad. You can use however much or however little. The more you use, the more views you get, and the more clients you get, of course. Now, we're going to create a brand new ad set name. Napier Solutions Demo. We're going to create a new ad. Solutions Demo. Save as draft. Now it should populate and it should allow me, boom, there it goes. So now we are in the ad creator. So this is where you're going to build your ad. It's where you're going to build all of your testing. It's going to be where you pretty much build everything. So for some reason, I just did a video with Napier Solutions Test teaching some other people how to run ads. So this normally won't show up. So don't mind the Napier Solutions Test. I don't know why that's showing up, but we're working on Napier Solutions Demo. And like I said, guys, this is for video views, and you can see it has the buying top auction. You can set a set limit to how much you're going to spend per day or how much you're wanting to spend in total. If you're going to set this up and walk away from it for a week or two, I would definitely set limits because Facebook will overcharge you. They are really, really known for doing it. So if you're new, I would definitely set limits. I would definitely say X amount of dollars is where I want to stop. Don't spend any more than that. So say if I want to spend $200, then you would just type in $200 there, and then boom, that is pretty much as much money as your ad account's allowed to go up to. Now I'm not going to set speed limit or spend limit. Sorry, set it to what it was before. And then you got your daily budget. Like I said, you guys can set this. Lifetime budget pretty much means the lifespan of the ad, how much money you're trying to spend for as long as the ad's going to run. And then daily budget is pretty much going to break it down to the day by day, how much money you're trying to spend every single day on this ad. And I'm just going to set mine at $5 for right now. Campaign bid strategy, this really all depends on what campaign you're running. If they have multiple variations, like I said, you have lowest cost with bid cap, and then you have lowest cost. I always just leave it at lowest cost. That way you're not bidding between people. You're not in some type of war going back and forth trying to get your ad out there. So that is how much you're going to spend on your ad. That is this very first tab right here, right? So when you click on this tab, it's going to bring up this, and you're going to be able to set up how much you're going to spend and all of your optimizations on the spending. Now, that's not really where the tricky stuff comes in, right? Here's where the tricky stuff comes in. On your second Napier Solutions demo right here, you're going to click on this. Now, mind you, you're going to name your ad whatever you're going to name it. It's not going to be Napier Solutions Demo. It's going to be whatever your business is or whatever your name is. Or if you are running a Napier Solutions ad for my affiliate program, then you can take this directly from me and just call it Napier Solutions. So on this page, you have your ad set name. You have Dynamic Creative. I never use Dynamic Creative. I always like to build on myself. So you have a couple of scheduling options. You can set this ad to run a certain number of dates, a certain number of times, or you can set this ad just to run and run till you tell it not to run anymore. I always tell mine to run until I turn them off, because I'm always checking my ad account every other day or every couple of days, just to kind of briefly make sure everything's going smoothly and make sure everything's working. So I normally always leave it open to run on end until I stop it. Now, it's on you on how long you want to schedule it. Now, here is where the good stuff comes in. Here is where Facebook and Instagram are crushing the game. Here is where you can target your audience. You can pinpoint the person you're trying to sell to. So if you're trying to sell, like, let's just say, for instance, you're trying to sell golf stuff, right? You think you can target anybody that likes sports. You're going to target ESPN. You're going to target like all the cable channels that are doing sports broadcasting and all this. And what's going to happen is you're going to target this very, very broad section, this very, very big section. As you could tell over here, since it's open, it's very broad. It's very wide. I'm targeting everybody. And everybody always tells me, like, Andrew, I'm running an ad for business though. Like, doesn't everybody want to make more money? Doesn't everybody want to work from home? Doesn't everybody want these awesome things? Well, the truth of the matter is, no, not everybody wants the same stuff you want. Not everybody wants that work from home lifestyle. Some people like to work for people. Some people like not having control over their lives. Some people like to be told what to do. And that's just the simple fact of the story. So say if you're trying to target a super broad selection, right? If somebody's like comes at you and they're like, well, why are you only targeting this very small group of people? Well, the reason for that is because you're wanting to sniper target your leads. You're wanting to directly pinpoint people that aren't going to waste your time, that are going to purchase from your product, that are going to purchase from your brand, and they're going to purchase from your service, and they're going to make you money. They're going to be a good team with you. So that is where you have to target. You have to pinpoint them people, because not everybody's going to be an ideal buyer. A lot of people are going to waste your time. So this very top piece right here, this is where you would type in like your audience. Say if I had an audience built or anything like that previously, then I could type that in here, populate it, and then it already fills out my ad. But for demo reasons, I do have a couple audiences made, but I'm going to make one brand new. So, stop scrolling. So right here on the state, you can select where the person is from. Now, this is very, very big when you're trying to pinpoint people, right? In a certain country, you're trying to pinpoint a certain income range. So I always say everybody in this location. You can type United States. I also do Canada. There it is. I was about to say, I butchered the spelling there twice. So I always do United States and Canada. They're like the two main ones that I do. I try to stay away from all of the other countries unless you're selling a global product, because United States and Canada, until you're doing over 10 grand a month, I would just stick with United States and Canada, because the capitalist economies in both of them countries are really, really high. So they have a lot of money. They have a lot of capital, and almost everybody in both of them countries work full-time jobs, or they have some sort of income coming in. So it's a really, really good set to target. Now, you go down here and you have your age. So you very, very, very want to find out who your target market is. That is your avatar, who your niche is. You want to find out what age that people is, right? Now, when I'm saying that is very, very vague. If you're selling a product and anybody and their mother can buy it, what you need to do is set your targeting to 20 to around 45 is where I would stop, right? Say you got a brand new company, you don't know who your target audience is, you don't know how old they are, you don't know anything about them. I would go 20 to 45. That is the sweet spot for online marketing. Now, when I say sweet spot, I mean they're the most likely to purchase from you online. Now, how are you going to edit this in the future? How are you going to find out exactly who your target is? Who is your exact age? Who are the people that you're trying to set? Well, that is what Facebook will keep track for you. So you can also select what language they talk. 9 times out of 10, I always put English just because that's your native language. And now underneath English and underneath languages, you're going to have your detailed targeting. This is where it gets nitty gritty. This is where you really need to have information on your customer. You really need to know who you're targeting, what they're purchasing, who they're talking to, what pages they follow. And the reason for that is because, very simple, I'll show you. Now, do we know who Russell Brunson is? I'm pretty sure most of you guys do. He is the owner and founder of ClickFunnels. He is literally everywhere on the internet, right? He sells marketing material just like Napier Solutions does. We teach you how to do this on social media. We teach you how to build advertising and teach you how to advertise to people. So he has a ton of different programs like that, but he charges a couple $1,000s for his programs. He doesn't charge a couple $100s like we do. So knowing this and knowing that I know that he charges his knowing that he offers his customers the same general type of service that I do, and knowing that he charges more on detailed targeting, I can then type in his name. Right? Boom, there he is. Clicked on him. See? Now all of the people that like his content, that like to work online, that are known to work online, that are known people that are looking to work online, now anybody that sees his ad is going to see your ad because you just targeted him. That is pretty much how detailed targeting works. So you want to add in like 4 or 5 different ones to this. Now just for demo purposes, I'm just kind of briefly adding Gary Vee there because everybody knows he's a powerhouse. So there is your very first set of targeting, right? So depending on what audience or what product or what service you're marketing to, you want to set your detailed targeting to match that. So you want to set it to people that are selling the same type of service, just more expensive. You want to find clients that are known to buy from that person that are going to buy from you because you're selling generally the type of the same thing. Now, how do you turn this very broad targeting, right? Because targeting Gary Vee and targeting Russell Brunson, they're very, very big entrepreneurs. They're very, very big people. They have very big followings. So our targeting is very broad. Now, we don't want our targeting to be very broad. Like I said, you want to have a very select few people that you're targeting. You want to have it very, very select. So what you want to do then is if your audience is way too big, you want to narrow your audience or you want to exclude people. Now, I always go to narrow audience because excluding people, you don't really know if Facebook's going to exclude a really good customer or not. With also matching them up to other stuff, then you know that they're probably going to match up. So another online marketing company is Digital Unicorn, I believe. See if it pops up. It does not pop up. All right, so let me look up another good one. All right, Network Marketing Pro is another good one. There it is. See how it popped up? Network Marketing Pro. You can click on their page because they're teaching the same general stuff that we're teaching. And then boom, do you see how my scale tipped? Now it's all the way too specific. Now I have very too specific of a targeted community. Now I'm way too specific. So you want to remove him. You want to remove it, right? Now your targeting goes back up. And you just want to keep playing with your targeting scale until you get it to right where you want it. Let me think of another one. Global Affiliate Zone. Not one at all. Trying to think of another good person to narrow this down at. So, say I'm targeting Napier Solutions. Let's do MLSP. They're a good company. Man, they took them off there too. Wow, all these companies just keep getting kicked off. World Ventures is there. Boom, World Ventures is there. Now, World Ventures is a travel company. Now they have, that should set my targeting just perfect. Boom, there we go. So you see how my potential reach is around 19,000 people? That is very, very, very vague. Now the reason why I'm only targeting that very, very select few group of people is because I know that them people that I'm going to target are going to be valuable customers. They're going to offer, they're going to like the service that I'm offering. They're going to like my offer. They're going to like the product that I'm selling. So depending on what product or service you're selling, you're going to want to find out what your people like, and you're going to want to set it here so your targeting can get set correctly. Now, that was showing you guys how to target. You can add, now you guys can really get into this. You guys can select if people like your page. You could select if they're friends with you. You can select what apps they use, what events they like to go to. I mean, you could get nitty gritty on very, very specific people. Now, you have your placements. On placements with Facebook, owning Instagram, I highly suggest, now not everybody suggests this, but this is personal experience. Out of everybody that I've helped run online ads, a lot of people lose money when it comes to audience network, right? So I always, on placements, select edit placements, make sure it's on all devices. Now, say if you're targeting iPhone users or say if you're targeting Android users, you could switch that back and forth in this. You could also target mobile or desktop. You can literally target exactly what your people like. See, there's all the mobile devices. Literally tells you what type of mobile device they use. Literally, like, you could pinpoint exactly what the person is, what they like, what they don't like, and everything. So finding customers now is a couple clicks away, as you guys are being shown. So now, on back to your platforms and placements, you always want to click on edit placements. The reason for that is you guys can see here, sorry, it has Facebook, it has Instagram, and then it has audience network, right? Now they did remove Messenger, which is good because Messenger never worked. It was just a waste of money. But audience networks right here, this is a waste of money. Do not let Facebook click on any of these. They will literally just waste your money and you're going to lose advertising money. Unclick the top one. Boom. See how audience network has gone? I highly recommend doing that. Audience network will lose your money. You just want to target between Facebook and Instagram. So that pretty much covers our ad set. See that? And then also you can do your delivery optimization. You could see you can make Facebook pay you for how long people will stay for the video, how long they watch it, and all of that stuff. So you can kind of go in and kind of tinker with all of this stuff and just kind of edit your ad little by little. Now, that is your target set. That is where your customer is going to be found, what country they're in, what they like, what their interest is, what placement they're on, what device they're using. That is this page. Now, on your last page right here, click on it. Let it load up. Boom, here we go. Today, Junior. Hello. There it goes. All right, so this page is important. One, you need to make sure your pages are connected to the proper pages. If you're running multiple pages like me, you see you have, I didn't mean to scroll down there. If you're running multiple pages like me, or you run advertising companies, you see I have all these pages on here that I can then edit and change. So you want to make sure it's on your page, and you want to make sure it's on the proper Instagram page, right? And this is where you would connect them if they're not connected previously. You could scroll down, and here's where you create your ad. Now this is very, very straightforward. This is very, very simple. It is literally making a post that Facebook is then going to broadcast for you to the world. Okay, that makes sense. You can create a video, you can create a slideshow. They have templates you can use. The goals for this are literally endless. You can literally do anything. Here's where you add in your text for your ad, which is going to be like the subtext line, and then you can create multiple languages. You can do all types of stuff here. And now this is going to be where you create your ad. Once you hit create slideshow or create video, then it's going to take you to a spot where you can upload a video. I'll just go ahead and select it. It's going to take you to this menu, and if you already have videos, you can already use your videos right here. If you don't have videos, then you can import them right here. and then boom, you can put them right onto your ad page. Now, once you create an ad, once you build an ad, I'm not going to show you how to do that because it is literally like building a post. You guys are literally going to be using Facebook's templates, and it's step by step. You can't mess it up, and it's pretty much custom to however you like it. Every single person's going to have a different ad because every single person built it different. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Scroll on down here. And tracking. Here is where this is what will save your business. If you're just starting out, or if you're trying to find who your target market is, you're trying to find who the person is that you're trying to communicate with, who's going to be the person that's always going to buy from you, right? How do you find that? That is where this comes in. This is where your tracking is. This is your Facebook pixel. Now, your Facebook pixel will work with whatever company or page you set up. Now, you do have to set up your Facebook pixel inside of the other system that you're using to sell items with, or the other ad set you're using to sell with. Now, Facebook pixel, what it's going to do is it's going to track your audience. It's going to see who's clicking on your videos. It's going to see who's clicking on your link. It's going to see what they like. It's going to see the pages they're viewing. It's going to see everything you're going to need to know when setting up a new target for ads. Sorry about that, losing my voice here. So I already have a Facebook connected, so it's not going to allow me to connect another Facebook pixel, but I will be doing another video on how to connect a Facebook pixel in a later date. I just mainly want to show you guys how to create an ad, how to edit your target set, and how to find your target set. So I hope this all made plenty of sense to you guys. I hope you guys are understanding how to do this. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, just go ahead and email me over at Napier Solutions.